It's Tuesday, it's Bree's Book Club Day. We always catch up with one of the team at Wardini's who's been reading something new, something interesting, and we're about to share it and review it for us so we can hook into it ourselves, and we give some copies away too, which is rather handy, via our Facebook page. And with me is Lou Ward. Lou, good morning. How are you?
Morning. I am exceptionally well, Martin. How are you?
Well, great. And I understand back from a bit of a shindig in Auckland.
Yeah, booksellers conference every year. And just brilliant. You catch up with all your colleagues. You might have a wine or two,
yes,
and discuss the state of play in the book world. It's always a fantastic weekend.
And how is the state of play in the book world? All going well?
Yeah, I think it's booksellers are generally very optimistic, positive people. You know, we've lasted this long in a market where people say books are dead, and they're not. And so, yeah, it's always like, okay, what's this year's challenge? Bring it on.
Good. That's great. That's fantastic. And speaking of said books, there's a book you're about to review with a fascinating title, The Girl with 1,000 Faces.
Isn't it a fantastic title? And this is by Sunyi Dean. And if I can describe the cover to our listeners today, it's awash with sea images, and then right in the middle, this beautiful Chinese woman, ruby red lips, with her eyes rolled back in her head.
Wow.
So it gives you a bit of a sense of that there's a bit of creepiness going on in this book. So it is a fantasy novel, and its main character is Mercy Chan, and she is currently in the 1970s a triad exorcist. So she works for the triads in Kowloon in Hong Kong, and she is responsible for talking with the ghost. She's a ghost talker for the triads, and she deals with these very angry and bitter spirits who haunt the walled city in Kowloon, gets them out of the way of triad business. But it also takes us back to just in the war, in the Second World War, where Kowloon is constantly under Japanese occupation, and then the British come after the war, and so Mercy washed up on the beaches of Hong Kong during the war, and she has no memory. Even in the 70s, years later, she's an older woman, and she has no memory of where she came from, just this inkling that she came from one of the islands off Hong Kong. So huge mystery there. Amazing sort of creepy, real traditional fantasy ghost story. And she's got this really cute cat called Bao, because it looks like a fluffy little bun. So there's a lot of humour in there as well.
Oh.
I think she's a bit of Sunyi Dean. I'll just read you a bit of her bio. An autistic author of fantasy fiction. When not reading, running, falling over in yoga, or rolling D20s, she sometimes escapes the city to wild swim in lonely dales. I just want her to be my friend. We have so many similar interests.
Sounds fantastic. Are you normally a fantasy reader?
I read so widely, just anything that really piques my interest. And I think, judge a book by its cover. This has got such a beautiful cover that I thought, okay, what's this about? And I do like a ghost story, I have to say.
Okay. All right. So highly recommended?
Highly recommend. We've just been reading it for Bookclub, so we'll catch up with our book clubs next week and see what they have thought about it. Hopefully it's going to be a positive conversation.